I'm just doing a little tutorial for the 360. I'm just going to start it from kind of city just so you can understand the timings with the QZ, because you're always going to have these QZs here, and usually you're going to be casting like somewhere in this path in QZ. So I'm casting here in my shadow form. So it means you're always going to have your shadow form available when you're kind of at this group, pretty much always. And that's kind of where you want to cast it. Really, the ideal timing will probably be about now to cast my shadow forms. I'm a little bit late with it, but that's still fine. Better to be late than early. And that just means that when you get to this quest NPC, this will be like 13, 14 seconds to go, like pretty much halfway. And that's when you want to take the quest. Pay attention to the pathing here. Like this one, it's easy to break souls if you're not doing the right pathing. And the goal here is that we want to cast our shadow form like and as late as possible, and then get the souls there as quick as possible. So you see I'm kind of like coming ahead and letting that first group come into me so that I can just get a head start and really get it on the glitch spot as fast as I can. So yeah, just whirling it down. Yeah, and you'll need to cast shadow form, and you see where I'm standing here, because again these are going to run into me. We really want to be fast on the first two waves, because the timing will be tight if we're not on the third wave. So yeah, here like either you're going to pull to the glitch spot or you're going to left wall block it at least, because you really need these to die fast. If they're scattering everywhere, it's yeah, it can be like inconsistent to get them dead in time. So like this is a good timing here, like I'm recasting my shadow form after they're dead, like that's basically what you need. And then you really want to aggro these golems first, and ideally if you can aggro them kind of whilst they're still stopped there, that's the best time, because once they start running down to the quest NPC, they kind of have this bug where you aggro them and then they'll just keep running and they won't aggro to you for like a few seconds, and that can just mean that you just lose aggro of these, right? So yeah, aggroing them as they stop on the hill is the best. And then we're just going to run straight and just focus on bowing the brutes there. Like the fiends will just walk into you. And usually this will get them to ball nicely like this. It happens pretty much every time that you can get a one ball, or at worst a two separate balls to wall down. Kind of here, like the best thing here is to be spearing the brutes to come in. Because you've got scatter here. And the golems, they're from this hill, right? Where the hungers are going to come, and you kind of want the hungers to come last ideally, because you'll see later. So like this run, it kind of works out quite well. There's two golems left over, so they actually die a bit later, which is perfect basically. But they can die at the same time as the brutes. Just it's kind of bad if the golems die earlier than the brutes. That's when it kind of sucks. You come around here, sometimes you won't have time to go up the hill here like I did. Sometimes you kind of go on the fiends there, it just depends on your timing. But either way is fine. And you see how these hungers are coming in later, and that's what you want, right? Like, really the thing here is if the hungers die first, that can fuck up the run. So you kind of want them to die at the same time as everything else, or slightly later is also fine. So here, the fiends died first, that's fine, and the hungers died at the same time as the golems, which is just good timing. The reason being that if you imagine this hunger group is further ahead, you might struggle to catch them, whereas these two, it's just, it's fine, like you're not going to have problems catching these two. But yeah, the timing here was really good, so they aggro without problems. Sometimes they might be further ahead down here and you have to bow them. So yeah, we'll just kill on the glitch spot, and then we're going to go straight onto the fiend here and kill the fiend on the last wave. And then it's pretty straightforward. Only thing to note is that sometimes these enemies scatter, right, the melees, and if they scatter but the fiend is dead, don't like hang around trying to kill them. Like here they all died at once, right, but sometimes you'll have like a golem left over. That's just fine, just run, don't bother waiting to kill it, because the timing on this last group is kind of a little bit tight. Yeah, don't think there's too much to say about this last group. You'll see in a lot of videos for this particular group, we don't run on the fiend straight away, because these 4 hungers can really kill you. So you want to kill them as fast as possible. Once the hungers are dead, you can go on the fiends, but you should have plenty of time for that. And that's pretty much it.